Hi, it's Kai and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing my recent empties, which is all of January and basically half of February. I have a lot of them and this is going to be lifestyle, beauty, makeup, like fragrance, all of it. So anyway, there's a lot of them. Let me just go ahead and get started because I don't want to keep you guys here all day. These first two were actually gifted to me to make a video on TikTok for, and it's the Tide Clean Boost Fabric Rinse and the Downy Rinse and Refresh Fabric Rinse, the active fresh one. And even though these were sent to me, I've previously talked about them, especially over on TikTok. I absolutely love these fabric rinses. I don't like using fabric softener because I feel like it can really trap odors, and like I sweat a lot, my clothes have a lot of odors. So I was using vinegar up until these came out, and these are basically more like a vinegar type of formula, but instead of smelling like vinegar, which I know vinegar doesn't like actually leave any smell on the clothes, but this leaves behind a little bit of a scent. So this one has like a really nice fresh, like almost, it's, I wouldn't say coconutty, but it's like a more solar floral type of scent, but it's really clean. And then this just has the classic Tide scent. I like using this on my clothes and this on my towels and stuff, so really enjoy those. And I think I actually have a third one. Yeah, I do have a third one in here. I purchased this one myself. It's the fresh lavender scent because I pretty much just rotate all of the different scents of them. So like I said, I really like these. I have more. I use them in every single load. And I also like that I can put these in, and if I forget to like take the load out, it doesn't get that like mildewy smell. So this is good for the girlies, the guys, and everyone in between who you know, just don't remember to put your clothing in the dryer sometimes. And more laundry items, and I think I put a pretty big emphasis on laundry in my day-to-day life, because even though some people will say that clean skin is the foundation to a good fragrance or to smelling good, and to making your fragrance last and you just smelling good in general, I would take it a step further and say that clean clothing as well is one of the first steps to smelling good, because if your clothes don't smell good, no matter whether you just showered and you put perfume on, you're still gonna stink. So I really like the Downy Unstoppables. I haven't been able to find this one. It's the Birch Water and Botanicals one. This smells like, it's like a juicy red apple and woody type of scent. I absolutely love this. I hope that they come out with this again. There is one in like the Gain line, the Spring Daydream one, that kind of smells similar to that one, and that's the one that I've been like purchasing because I haven't been able to find that one. But I really like those ones and hope that they make a comeback. And then these are just the original Gain scented ones. They have the good Gain scent. Honestly, I feel like out of the Downy and the Gain ones, that the Gain has a little bit of a stronger scent left over on the clothes. But honestly, like I said, depending on the scent, I just kind of switch around all of them. And then one of my favorites is the Fresh scent. This is just like a really clean, bright, you know, fresh laundry scent. These scent beads are from Method, or fragrance boosters. They're not technically scent beads. They almost look like salt, you know, like granules of salt. But this was the ginger mango scent, and this smelled good. It was like in the packaging, it kind of smelled a little bit strong, but on my actual clothes, I mainly use these on sheets. It smelled really nice and fresh, and you just kind of got a slightly light citrusy scent. So I don't think I would repurchase them. They weren't like my favorite overall, but they were good, especially if you like this scent of their products. They were good. If I could find them in some of the other scents of the Method products that I like more, then I would purchase them again, but just this scent in general wasn't necessarily my vibe completely. Oh, these were the scent beads that I was talking about earlier that I don't know why my camera is having such a hard time focusing on me today, but this was the scent of the Gain Fireworks, the Spring Daydreams one that smells similar to those Birch Water and Botanicals Downy ones. So I've been purchasing these when I can find them, which is like, I hate that certain ones are only found at certain stores, you know what I'm saying? Like this one I can find at Family Dollar and Dollar General, but I can't find it at Kroger, and I think I can find it at Publix, but again, not at Kroger, not at Walmart, like not at Target. I wish there was just some consistency so I wouldn't have to go to 10 million different stores to find the scent that I like. These scent boosters are actually from the Dollar Tree, and these smell really similarly to like these Downy Unstoppables, these blue Downy Unstoppables, just a really nice, fresh, clean scent. And they're only $1.25 from the dollar store, so definitely don't sleep on the Dollar Tree's fragrance boosters. They also have a pink one, which I didn't like the scent of the pink ones as much as these, but they're always sold out, so when I do find them in a Dollar Tree in stock, I usually grab, I try not to grab every single one that is on the shelf, but usually there's only 2 or 3 of them on the shelf, so in that case I usually do buy every one that is on the shelf. So this is definitely one the next time I am in Dollar Tree I would pick up again. I'm pretty sure this is the last of the laundry. This is the Arm & Hammer Tropical Paradise laundry detergent, and this one actually smelled really good, and I feel like for stain removing that Arm & Hammer actually works really well. If I liked more of the Arm & Hammer scents, like they just kind of smell a little bit generic to me, and there's actually one in particular that kind of smells like regurgitated food. But if I like the smell of Arm & Hammer scents more, or like their laundry detergents more, I would probably have them as my laundry detergent of choice, because the clean on this is really, really nice. So I really like this, but I usually can't find this specific scent. I lied, this one is the last of the laundry. This is the Buff City Soap Narcissist with baking soda, and if I'm being completely honest, I don't like the Buff City Soap like laundry detergents on their own. I do combine them with whatever my laundry detergent of choice is at the time, whether it's a free and clear formula or like another scented formula, but I do really like these for scent. They depart it's just so much scent onto your clothing, and it lasts in the drawer, lasts through the dryer. It's really good. It's a little bit pricey, so I definitely would repurchase, but it would be something that I would repurchase once I am in a place where I would want to repurchase an $18 laundry detergent. Okay, and that was actually the end of the laundry items. Next for lifestyle is dye. So I got this dress from a local vintage store, but I didn't like the color. It was like an off-white color, so I bought this Scarlet RIT dye to dye it red, and I also used a little bit of the cherry red RIT. I have all of the process that I did over on my TikTok, so if you want to see that, and I will be wearing / will have worn it for Valentine's Day, so I don't know exactly when this is going up. I'm filming it like a few days before Valentine's Day, so I don't know yet, but yeah, if you want to see it, it'll probably be posted over on my Instagram as well. But I used this, and I also used the RIT Colorstay Dye Fixative on top of it, and it came out really well, and the color has stayed pretty decently. I've washed it a few times and it hasn't, like, well, some of the colors come out, and I've used like those little Shout color catcher things, but it hasn't dyed or bled too bad. So I definitely recommend getting the color fixative, especially if you're dyeing your item something that is one of those more bleedy colors, like a deeper purple and blue and red. My multivitamin of choice for this past month was the Hello Bello mixed berry ones, which these were okay. Honestly, I just usually get whichever ones are on sale at the time. But yeah, these were nice. They had a decent, like, you know, kind of like strawberry type of taste to them. I would repurchase them if they were on sale, but not necessarily for any other reason. My toothpaste of choice for years has been the Tom's of Maine toothpaste. This one's the Simply White one, but I just kind of like switch around whichever ones I want from them, honestly. But Tom's of Maine, this is the one that I always use. I feel like it keeps my teeth really nice and, you know, bright, and again, just a really good toothpaste. There's a reason I've used it for years. In the way of body care, I finished the Tree Hut Moonlight Glow Shea Sugar Scrub. I really like the Tree Hut scrubs, and this one was no exception. The scent on this, it's like, ooh, ouch. It's kind of floral and fruity. It's a good scent. It's not necessarily my favorite scent from them, but I think a lot of people would enjoy it. So again, I really like the Tree Hut scrubs. I don't really have anything bad to say about them. I also finished the SkinFix Resurface AHA BHA Renewing Cream, which I feel like this is really good for keeping my skin feeling soft. As far as any noticeable difference with my KP or chicken skin, which I do have it, honestly, I really don't notice that much of a difference with it, and it's not really one of my insecurities, so I don't really care. Like, I'm fine with the fact that this was just really nice and moisturizing on my skin. But it's also a pretty expensive product. Like, I found it at TJ Maxx for I think $17, and I'm pretty sure that was less than half of the price of this, if not less than a third of the price of this, you know, full price. So I don't know if it's something that I would purchase full price. I think that there are other like renewing AHA exfoliating like body butters and body creams that are less expensive than this. Like, I really like the Flamingo one. I can never find it in stock near me because it's always like sold out, and I know it's gone viral a lot, so people are really into it, and it's a really good product, so people keep buying it once they try it out. But yeah, that one is awesome, and I think it's like, what, $10 or $11 at Target if the price hasn't gone up significantly recently. So yeah, it's good. I like it. If you want to splurge on a body butter, I would say go for it, but if you're not in the splurgy mood, I don't think that you need to. Or if you find it at TJ Maxx for half price and you're just like, or less than half price and you're interested. Moving into skincare, Empties. I also found this at TJ Maxx. It's from Rael Beauty, which I hadn't really tried a lot from Rael before, and this is their Calm and Collected Creamy Moisture Mist, and I actually really liked this. It was a mist that was a little bit more substantial. It was creamy on the face, so it almost had just like a little bit more slip. It wasn't just like, you know how hypochlorous acid sprays and even other toner sprays are just really lightweight. Like I said, this just had a little bit of extra oomph to it, and I really think that it helped for some of the drier days that we had this winter. And I'm kind of sad to see it out of my collection. I'm gonna have to see where Rael is available or go on their website and see if I can pick this up again, because I really did like this. I got this Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion from my ex's mom years ago when we were still together and living together, and it lasted that long. Like, I think it would have been Christmas of 2021 when this was originally given to me and I started using it. And yes, I have had other, you know, small moisturizers here and there that I've used, samples and just other things in general, but this has been my main moisturizer since then, and I just finished it, like I said, in January. So that goes to show you, if this is your favorite moisturizer, it's gonna last a really long time. It's not my favorite moisturizer though. it's okay. I can understand why this is recommended, but it's just a very basic run-of-the-mill moisturizer. I don't even feel like it was necessarily the most hydrating thing for me. So yeah, I think it's good, but it's not necessarily great, and for the Clinique price tag, it's just like, I don't necessarily get it. A hydrating product that wasn't my absolute favorite, and just in general versed, I haven't really found, well, there's been one product, the resurfacing mask, that one I do like, but the other versed products just haven't really, they've just been meh. So this is the Baby Cheeks all-in-one hydrating milk. It has coconut water and bamboo extract. It's supposed to be like a hydrating toner, but you're also apparently supposed to be able to use it in place of cleansing, and I don't know if that's like a kind of like, oh, it's better than doing nothing, like not taking off your makeup at all, but I don't know. I just find that this really wasn't hydrating. I felt like it just kind of sat on top of my skin, and it really didn't add a whole bunch to my skincare routine. So I wouldn't repurchase this, and I don't think I'll necessarily miss it. I really love the Byoma hydrating serum. This is something that I've repurchased over and over again. I'm actually trying some new serums just because I was in the mood to try something different, and if you watched my empties, I did those over on TikTok last year because I didn't have this channel yet, but you would see that this was in pretty much every month's empties because I used it up every month. My biggest gripe with it is the fact that it is only 1 fluid ounce, and I wish there was a larger size, or you know, a jumbo refill that you could, instead of like the refills where it's just this part, the refill where I could, you know, pump more in, or again, just a larger bottle of this because I run through it like water, but it is really good. But there is a reason I repurchase it, and there's a reason I run through it like water. I love that. I really, really like the Milk Vegan Milk Cleanser. This isn't the first time I've used this cleanser. I had tried it years ago. It would have been almost 4 years ago now. Yeah, back in 2020. That's crazy because I was in grad school at the time, and I really liked it around that time, and then just in the middle of trying other things, I, you know, kind of forgot about it, and I saw it at TJ Maxx, picked up this, and remembered how much I like it. I really like it. I've been stalking TJ Maxx and Marshalls to see if they have more of these discounted, just because, you know, I like a good deal. But I haven't seen them, and it's something where I would probably pick this up during like the Sephora VIB sale, or if I saw Milk Makeup having a sale of their own or something like that. I just am at the point in my life where like it's kicking in to not pay full price for anything. Like, you can always get something cheaper most of the time, so I like try to find the way to get it cheaper. Lastly, for skincare, I have this Bubble Deep Dive AHA and PHA exfoliating mask, and I really, really enjoy this. My only gripe about it is the fact that it is not see-through at all, and so like you don't know, oh, there was like a little spittle left of product more, but you really don't know you're at the end of it. Like, I was fairly certain I was at the end of this and was like squirting it out and wanted to use it and didn't realize that there wasn't really any product left. So I couldn't do this face mask when I had planned, and it was just like a little you know, kind of throwing a wrench into my self-care plans for the night. But I do like this. It reminds me, honestly, in texture, in the scent of it, even to the TLC Framboos from Drunk Elephant. And Drunk Elephant is just one of those brands that I don't particularly like to patronize, so definitely will, I don't know what that was. So I definitely will be using this one or repurchasing this one at some point. I finished 2 lip balms. One is the LYS Speak Love Glossy Lip Treatment, and if I'm being completely honest, I wasn't the biggest fan of this one. I just felt like it didn't hydrate my lips as much as I wanted it to. Did it look really nice and glossy? Was it nice as like a lip gloss? It looked nice over lip liner and things like that. But as far as actually hydrating my lips, like I would put it on at night and wake up the next morning and kind of feel as though my lips were dry. Sometimes they would still even be peeling, and especially in the winter time, it just wasn't as substantial as I wanted it to be. So again, if I were to repurchase it to use as more of a gloss, I would do that, but I wouldn't repurchase it as like an actual lip treatment. I also finished the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm in the shade, I think it's like the brown sugar, which I had to tape back together because my cats decided that, or I don't even know whether it was one or both of them, but one of them or both of them decided to take this down to their lair underneath my bed, and they liked it so much that they were trying to put some on their lips too, I presume. But I did salvage it as much as I could, and honestly, even with the product that I lost, it still lasted well over a year for me. So it's really nice. I do really like the Summer Fridays lip balms. They're a little bit of a lighter consistency, and they have a little bit more of like a slip to them, but I like the colored ones specifically. Like the regular like clear one is good too, but I think that if I repurchased any of them, it would likely be like the different colored shades, because this one, it just imparts like the slightest perfect little bit of color to the lips. You know, and it's like good for those like on the go, putting it in your purse, heading out the door type of things, while also being nourishing. The only makeup product I finished this month, and I didn't as much finish it as much as I just decided it needed to go, is the Bite Beauty Upswing Mascara, which RIP to a real one. I loved Bite Beauty, and it's really good mascara. It's just to the point where like I can feel that there's not a lot of product left in it, number one, but what product is left is really thick, and I could probably try to thin it out with like a little bit of, usually I use contact lens solution because I feel like that's something that is eye safe, even though I know it is still changing the integrity of this product and probably isn't the best to like alter any product at all. But if I do want to make a mascara go longer, that's what I would do. But I had already been using this for much longer than you're supposed to use mascaras, which I think it's fine as long as you're using it on just yourself and you're not like sharing mascara, using it with other people, or like getting eye infections and continuing to use that mascara and stuff. So I did use this for quite a long time, but I really did like the volume that it gave. It separated the lashes really nice. I just noticed that it was getting overly clumpy, and that's usually when I can tell that a particularly voluminizing, I think that's the word, mascara, it's time to let it go. I have 3 fragrance empties. One is a favorite. It's Lake and Sky 1111. I really love this. It's just a nice warm ambery musk fragrance. I have the oil of this as well, and will definitely be you know, repurchasing the oil, repurchasing the, what do you call it, the perfume. I'll probably repurchase the full size, even though Bath & Body Works Ivory Cashmere, which is a seasonal release, I have 2 bottles of that, because again, I really like this scent and this scent profile, so I do have that. But I will probably end up picking this up in the full version as well, because I just do genuinely love it. I finished this size and I think like it would have been like 5-ish months or so, I'm pretty sure. Love it. I actually just finished this up over the weekend. It's Creme Vanille from Le Monde Gourmand, and this one's a really pretty vanilla and apricot scent. It's fresh and juicy while also being sweet and like sultry, and it's just a beautiful scent. This is another one that I would definitely pick up a full size of, especially since Le Monde Gourmand is very affordable. The full size of this I think would be like $25, if that. I think some of their full sizes are more like $22 or $23, but this is definitely a stellar one. They also have the body oil. They sent me that, and it smells so good. Like, I loved layering them together, and I think that's why I finished Creme Vanille a little bit faster than I even anticipated, because I just loved mixing it with the oil. Lastly, I have Love High from Confessions of a Rebel. I got this from my Scentbird subscription, and this is a very bright, juicy apple and peach type of scent with a more powdery dry down. It's very nice and juicy. If you don't like very fruity, juicy scents, almost like artificially so, then you'll definitely not enjoy this one. But I really like those scents. I think if you like Kaoli Eden Juicy Apple, you'll like this one because it has that really bright, sparkling juiciness there, but this one just has a little bit more powderiness. Definitely one that I would repurchase, probably either putting it in my Scentbird lineup again or getting a travel size. I think out of all of the Confessions of a Rebel scents, this one would be the one that I would most likely get in a full size, but I don't think I need a full size of this scent, if that makes sense. Well, that was everything that I finished for this month. I do think I finished quite a good bit of stuff, or this last month and a half pretty much. Let me know what you emptied, especially like what fragrances and makeup and stuff you finished this month. But since I've been yapping at you for quite a bit of time, I'm going to go ahead and sign off and drink some water because my throat is parched. But I hope you enjoyed this video and that you're staying safe and healthy wherever you are, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.